A few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Banjo. Smoke, 56.
To throw Mariota. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
29 is the Mike 29. Oh, you got deep? 29.
King from the downhill throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 47-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. Here's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal.
It's fourth and goal at the 2-yard line.
So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. He's got Smith here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's King. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. It's complete to Chris Conley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off play action. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To throw on third down. King. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
56. Mike, 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. King now Off the play fake. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Fournette running out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
It's caught inside the 25. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Fournette. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Crunch time.
To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
A gain of 5. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Be a long day for you. Tighten up.
Now King on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he loses the football the second time. And the Jags grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Right there, 56.
One.
Right 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Mariota now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Jacksonville.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the draw, this is Fournette. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And able to find Conley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. They're running it. Orbit. 56 to Mike. One. Hey, watch it.
Here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Fournette running right. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, Jaguars.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. King looking to throw on second down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Fournette. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This a 33-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check 13. Check 13.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
With the score, Jaguars 41, Titans 10.
Come on, D.
To throw again on second down. Mariota over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long. A beautiful fake. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Stop your whining. 56. Mike's 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
3.
Again, it's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This game's still fairly well in hand, but he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won.